back to the Haney Biz Project with investorpreneur Mark Haney.
Welcome back to the Haney Biz Project, brought to you courtesy of the Entrepreneurs Organization of Sacramento. I'm Mark Haney, and I am joined by Ryan Graham, the co-founder of Track 7 Brewing Company. How you doing, Ryan?
Doing really well, thank you.
You bet. Thank you for coming down. Want to talk about your business, want to get to know you a little bit. Tell us about the name Track 7. How'd you come up with that?
Oh wow, there's the long story and there's the short story.
We better go with the short one because it's radio.
Perfect. The convenient answer is that the original location in Curtis Park is adjacent to the old Western Pacific Railroad. There's 7 tracks there.
Saw the 7th track, huh?
Packages that story.
I love it. So you and your partner met at Davis, and something prompted you to start a brewing company. What happened?
So yeah, both my business partner Jeff and I, we're a product of the Great Recession. We're finding that opportunity wasn't coming as easily as we had thought and promised. And you go to college, there's these things that are going to be available to you. And so we said we're going to start out and create our own opportunity. And so both of us were home brewing. I was living in Southern California, driving product back and forth, and ultimately we both committed to the idea of getting out there, starting a business, and throwing caution to the wind, I guess.
And look how it's grown, right? You have the office in Curtis Park area that's expanded, and then you've got the 36,000 square foot facility in the Thomas. You're in all the majors in terms of distribution. I mean, talk to us about that journey, that growth journey.
Well, I mean, it's probably one of the things that I would agree that I would do it better if I had it a second time. You never know how to do it right the first time.
Yeah.
But we've had some great advice along the way. We've partnered with really nice people, people that believe in us. Our local distribution company has been very confident in us and has given us a lot of room to operate and grow the brand as we've seen fit. Despite the fact that we tend to run out of product for them and some of the other small business problems.
They're selling out of your stuff, which is not the worst. A guy can have a worse problem.
There are worse problems than that, yes.
Yes.
So we've managed all right, and we've had a really great cast of characters that have helped support us.
So you've got your wives in the business, and you guys are partners. So there's like 4 partners. The company's grown with several employees. How do you guys sort out who does what? Allocation of the human resources, if you will.
Sure. It's one of those things that's not been easy along the way. Everyone starts off kind of going, well, I really like doing this. Well, I really like doing that. And over time, some of those jobs and responsibilities kind of overlap with each other, and it may be that in actuality someone has a greater aptitude for a different aspect of the business. And so this last year has been a lot about us going through kind of that next level of business development, and it's really been about, instead of investing in new tanks and new equipment, it's about investing in the business itself, and going through an organization and restructuring things to maximize our each individual best aptitudes. And so as a result, I believe that we've done a great job in terms of positioning ourselves for the next 5 years, because we'll be able to kind of meet those challenges and meet those needs in a way that I don't think the other kind of up-and-coming breweries are quite ready to have adjusted to.
Yeah, with that growth and personnel challenges, they're going to exist in any company. But when you have 4 partners and they're married and they're buddies, I can only imagine. I mean, you must have had to make the decision, let's put the company first, and the other answers will sort of fall in line?
Right. Well, it's always, we always look after the company first. And, we've had to have hard conversations along the way, just like every other business has had to deal with. But we always come at it from the point where, at the end of the day, we're doing it for the interest of the business. We're doing it in the long-term interest of each other and our families. And as long as we have that in mind, things have tended to work themselves out.
We talk about hanging or banging on this show. If you're hanging, you are at your very best opportunity. If you're banging, that's what you're doing. But you're hanging is okay too. But small business guys, sometimes where you get kind of married to that business as well, it's tough to take a minute out and relax and recharge. What does Ryan Graham do when he's hanging?
When I'm hanging, I actually just got a chance to watch some anime with my daughter. I took her to Comic-Con this last week.
Oh, nice. Where is that, San Diego?
Earlier in the month in Sacramento when I was in kind of in the downtown area. Just really trying to get a chance to enjoy life with my kids at their level. They've been with me for so long and doing all the things that I want to do and a part of our lives in that respect. Now it's my turn to kind of engage with them at their level. My son's really interested in playing, ball, and so
Nice.
baseball and sports are a big part of what he does. And so it's about going into and figuring out how to relate to him on his level now. And I learn a lot that way from
Yeah.
both of them, and it's been a lot of fun to be able to hang out with our kids.
Well, you and I talked about the appreciation you have for your partner Jeff, and the benefits of having a partner, which I've had partners in all of my businesses, and you can rely on one another. So if you happen to be hanging at a given moment, maybe your partner is banging at that same moment, and the thing continues to thrive. How important is Jeff?
Oh, Jeff's absolutely important. I mean, the other part that's really nice is that we're kind of polar opposites in personality and type, and so we really play off each other very well as a result of that. So I have the most confidence in the world that when I'm gone, he's able to run things exactly the way that it needs to be done, and he has the same confidence in me that when he's gone, things are running tight, and we come back together and keep this thing going.
Who came up with the names of these beers? We're drinking some of your beer here. I'm drinking Panic, which is, I know there's a baseball guy named Panic. Otherwise, I try not to panic. But this, I may have to start going back to this.
Yeah, so Panic was a tongue-in-cheek name that we came up with, in that when we started our brewery, we didn't have an IPA or a pale ale. So it was kind of everyone panicked when they came into the tasting room. They didn't have kind of what everyone was looking for. But in general, our beer names are created amongst anyone at the business.
Muck and Futch, what's that? I mean, Marcus says that to me sometimes. Dad, you're not so muck and futch.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
Well, what is it?
He says it's something
Dickie
like that.
Robertson, or whatever, the child actor movie. That was kind of his tagline. It's one of those things where sometimes we have a lot of pop culture references in our beer names.
Nice.
So that's just whatever inspiration we got, we throw it out there, and oftentimes the name won't stick on the first beer that we were talking about.
Yeah.
But we revisit it again and go, hey, look, we got this really great beer for that, or a concept comes around that drives the beer style based upon a name that's already been pre-selected.
Well, Ryan, I want to thank you for coming on the show. I know time kind of flies by, but we were fortunate enough to get to drink some beer with you.
Thank you.
Share your story a little bit. Right here in Sacramento, a lot of cool stuff is happening in beer right here in our backyard. We're lucky to have that. You're growing your company, you're scaling it. Where can they get your beer if I just want to go? I went to Rayleigh's, but where else can I go if I'm out there besides coming over to your facility?
Right, well, Rayleigh's, Nuggets, Total Wines, Bevmos are all places you can go and get our cans and bottles. We have a variety of opportunities throughout the area to get draft pints while you're out at restaurants. So if they're not there, ask for it, and we'll get the beer over there.
I love it. I love it. All right, Caroline, you want to take us away with little words of appreciation for our sponsors?
Absolutely. A big shout out and thank you to our neighbor Luke Smith at Audi Rockland.
Yeah, baby.
And John O'Bronson, Hub International, Silvers HR, and Ethan Conrad Properties.
Good things happen, and I got to give a little shout out to my buddies at the Entrepreneur Organization, EO, and the entrepreneurs in my EO group. We when we're hanging, we like to be thinking about once-in-a-lifetime events. We call them oil events, and we're going to be doing that. We're going out to Tesla, I think, in a week or two, but that's the kind of thing you get to do if you are in part of EO Entrepreneurs of Sacramento. If you want to think about joining that, come see me. I am an ambassador for the club, and it is a heck of a lot of fun. Also, got to give a little shout out to Haney Biz and the cool things that you and your team are doing around here, Caroline, in PR, what we're doing in marketing. A lot of people are thinking about how do I grow my business. Well, maybe you ought to let Haney Biz go hands-on. We get in, help you with your business, help you with your accounting, your marketing, your cybersecurity. I mean, whatever you got, we are here to help. And if I don't have the company here in the house, guess what? I know a guy, right? I know a guy that can help you. You need beer? I know a guy. I got to connect you up. You need wine? I know a guy, right? You want to know your state senator? I know the guy. Come in, we'll help you out. And next week's show is going to be off the charts. We're going to have Augustine Joseph. He's the CEO of JetX. And we're also going to have Michelle Steeb, CEO of St. John's Center for Women in Crisis. Coming back after the break, this is the Haney Biz Project.